like here at the Assembly Hall. If you had come here to see a concert, you, along with thousands of others, remained seated while watching the band from what may have seemed like miles away. The rock and roll club scene was nearly extinct. However, in the late 70s, the intimacy of the club scene re-emerged. Its popularity was helped by the punk movement in Britain and the following new wave, both there and here in the U.S. Once again, new and original music began appearing in its most accessible element. Rock and roll is alive in the clubs, and tonight, with the help of a local group called the Vertebrats, we're going to find out why.
We'll be back after a short break.
There's really no match for club excitement, because when you're in there and the live sound, it sounds kind of raunchy, you know, and you can see the people, and they're life-size, you know. It's better than a concert, because at concerts you can move half a mile away from the guy and screaming, and it can be loud as possible, and it still won't be effective, really.
It seemed like several years ago when there were bands playing around that, you know, came out and nobody really danced to it, and I think people really got frustrated at not being able to dance, and I think it took some kind of amateurism or something to get people to feel free enough so they weren't just being impressed by it. But I think the bands then didn't give the audiences enough credit because I think the audience could sense that they were trying to put something over on them, and I think people got fed up with guitar worship.
It's not like, there's the band, wow, and here's the audience. You know, when we play at Mabel's, okay, we don't use the big stage. We just use a small stage, and we're up about, 2 feet higher than the rest of the people are. And a lot of people have said that when we play, it's not like there's a band there at all. It's like just some music happening.
Once I thought I saw you in a crowded hazy bar, dancing on the night from star to star.
What is a raw sound?
A raw sound is not practiced enough, or not, it's not real professional. A raw sound has rough edges, you know, it doesn't sound smoothed over, it doesn't sound studio, it sounds very live, is energetic.
Pretty girl with just like good hair, and she lives on the other side of the track. Pretty girl with just like good hair, and she lives on the other side of the track. Well, I know I can't see her every day. I just want to see her once in a while.
Do you think that initially punk and new wave were responsible for that, for leaving the edges on the music?
I think that's what it was all about, and probably what it was intended to be all about. I don't see how it could have been anything else. It wasn't music for music's sake. It might have been music for art's sake or something, but I think it was music for enjoyment's sake and getting people involved in it.
Didn't the new wave label help your popularity in the beginning, initially?
Yeah, it probably still does, because we get booked. When we get booked, we get called New Wave, and I think that's starting to strike a chord with a lot of people around Central Illinois. I think something that's at least different and new. And in that sense, the label's okay, but in terms of what I really think it means, New Wave is long over with. And you know, we're not in 77 anymore, this is 1981, and that's when the new wave was new. So, you know, if you want to be really strict about it, new wave is over, but if the term helps us bring in more people in Central Illinois, then fine, you know.
I think the best explanation I heard about new wave music was that someone said that white people were really frustrated because they wanted to dance, and they had been away from dancing for so long that they forgot how. And the only way they could get back to dancing was to just jump straight up and down to very elementary music.
That's my favorite part is I look out and I see somebody doing something really strange that you know they would never do except maybe in their own living room while they're listening to a record. And
Can you tell me why you come out
got to see the Vertebrats?
Because they're the greatest band in town to dance to.
Have you ever seen anything like them before?
No, because all their stuff is new and original. It's old dance music, old garage music redone. It's just great. It's fun.
These guys are great. They're just unpretentious, totally upfront, and just, you know, rock and roll.
Best band I've ever seen probably in the world today. Probably, I would say. Yeah. This is going to be on TV.
Music is easy to dance to because that's what people mostly come to see us for. But there are some people who come to listen to us because I think that our music's all right, you know. I think it has a lot of creative angles that people haven't really thought of before. And I think it has some nice stuff to listen to as just opposed to just dancing, you know.
This is Sue Kozak on the move in